So was that 3-game win streak just a fluke? I don't know. But let me see if there's any other defensemen available to trade tonight. Preds lose 4-1 to the Carolina Hurricanes. After a solid 3-game win streak against two high-quality playoff teams, this team has a letdown game against a team also fighting for its life to make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. I guess that happens sometimes when you have such a dramatic win one night, you can have such a letdown game against a team you hardly ever play a couple nights later. We all know this team isn't going to win forever when it does have win streaks. We've seen that too many times this season. But what us in Preds Nation have always asked of this team, that is, even when you lose, at least be competitive. Peter Mazarek, who was in net for the Hurricanes tonight, is an amazing 9-1 lifetime versus the Nashville Predators. If the Hurricanes weren't this close to making the playoffs, I would highly recommend to a Western Conference team to trade for Mazarek just in case you guys play the Preds in the playoffs if the Preds make the playoffs. I'm also sure the Hurricanes would love to be in the same conference as the Preds, as they have now won 4 straight games in Nashville. It also didn't hurt the Canes' chances that they had their moms in attendance on this current road trip that they are on. Teams with moms in attendance have outscored the Preds in Bridgestone Arena 10-3 this season, and us in Preds Nation know what moms can do for one's psyche. Game summary of the goals scored tonight. Stahl's 1-0 goal. Great pressure by the Canes, keeping the Preds hemmed in, and Grimaldi didn't do enough to tie him up. You can't blame Saros for that one. The Johansson tying goal. Nice tip, Ryan. Nice screen, Arvey. Do more of this, top 6, because you are not. Because if you were, this team would be more comfortably in a playoff spot right now. After having such a relatively strong penalty kill the last 3 games, of course the Preds would have a letdown, as 5 seconds, yes, 5 seconds after Kyle Turris's slash, the puck takes a couple of bounces, one off of Bonino's stick behind the net, and it comes right to Svechnikov of Carolina, and Hamhuis is screening Saros, who has no chance to see it, and the Canes are back ahead 2-1. Hamhuis, I love you, man. We come from the same relative area of northern BC, with our hometowns mere hours apart, but too many times this season, you have been screening Pex or Saros, not allowing them to see goals coming. What were your guys' intentions on Niederreiter's 3-1 goal? Did you want him to set up a tent and purchase some real estate because you gave him enough time to do so? Maybe on the Aho 4-1 goal, you can blame Saros for not controlling the rebound better, but let's be serious. At that point in the third period, you showed us no signs of coming back to make it competitive or possibly even win this game. The players on this roster are not doing enough to make Bridgestone Arena a scary place to play like it once was for visiting teams. After starting this season 6-1-1 at home, this team is now 7-11-3 since, and we all can recount in our heads how many of those games have been by multiple goals. The big name players on this team making the big bucks are not doing enough to help this team be successful. The Grimaldi, Bonino, Smith line has been overachieving so much this season. They have probably been bailing them out of so many games that they probably should have lost. You want the stats that prove the big money players aren't pulling their weight on this team? I've got the stats. Arvidsson, 4 goals since New Year's Day, 1 goal in his last 11. Matt Duchene, 4 goals since New Year's Day, 1 goal in his last 9. Matt, you're making $8 million a season. Do more! Philip Forsberg, the man I bought my first Adidas Preds jersey for. You guessed it, 4 goals since the new year. No goals in his last 9 games. That's right, Ferris, you heard me. 0, zilch in his last 9 games. So in closing, it would have been nicer in this loss tonight if they could have been more competitive. As you can see, I'm just disappointed right now. I'm not going to get angry and vent like I have during other Preds losses this season. This team deserves a little bit of a break from me after such an exciting 3-game win streak. We all have to remember to take a moment and breathe sometimes, or else our favorite teams will drive us absolutely insane. But I'm not going crazy. I'm okay. But please do not turn tonight's result back into a pattern with the trade deadline coming next Monday. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. You can find my social media links by clicking on the channel name. 2 whole days off before Chicago on Friday. Figure it out.